Hey guys, it's me, Carl. These are my tips for staying sane while in quarantine. Tune a banjo. Take a nap. It's one of the best ways to kill some time. Boost your confidence by fishing for compliments from a friend.
What about me do you like?
Call your Mama.
No, Mama. Planet of the Apes is not based on a true story.
Make sure to keep good hygiene. Google image TJ Maxx, just for the fun of it. Read a book.
The rum is always gone.
Tell secrets to your dog.
I killed a man.
Think of a new idea, like turning on a lamp. Become a peanut butter monster.
I'm a peanut butter monster.
Get to know your houseplants better.
I once ate 3 dozen eggs in one sitting. I haven't been the same since.
Scream. Take a nap. Start collecting cow manure. Wow, what a stack. But then realize you're not supposed to be outside, so quickly run back inside. Self-reflect. Is this really me? How did I end up in this body? What even is a body? And how are we all in these bodies on this giant rock floating through infinite space of nothingness? A dark, vast, cold, eternal nothingness. And then you realize how hungry you are. Cook an egg. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed all these tips for staying sane while in quarantine. It's obviously helping me, so I'm sure it'll help you. Seriously, I've never been better.
Sometimes I'm afraid of the dark. To be honest, I've never seen a baby pigeon. I think Power Rangers is actually a really good show, and it was before its time. I haven't paid my taxes in 10 years. To be honest, I don't even know what a tax is. At this point, I'm just too afraid to ask. Turtles actually freak me out. To be honest, I lost my toothbrush about a month ago.
Well, Cousin Carl definitely had some interesting tips there. Actually, as I was watching that, I thought of some really great ideas and maybe some segments we can do, maybe some quarantine confessions. So if you've got any confessions you want to make during this week about your quarantine, the time you've done, that you've lost your toothbrush for an entire month, or you haven't had a shower for a week, or you think of your confessions, you need to videotape them, send them in. If you just want to type them out, send them to me and I'll have my kids read them or something like that. So we'll make it work. But our next segment, new segment next week will probably going to be quarantine confessions. So I really want you to do that. So send those in. But I should probably welcome you first to Coronacation Congregation, because we are glad you're here. We are glad you're joining us today. If you're watching the premiere, we are definitely glad you're here. We're chatting on the sidebar here. We love for you to comment. You're here and just talk and have fun. But we are glad you're here. We are diving into our time together. And so I want to introduce a new segment besides Quarantine Confessions in next week. But I've thought of a new one this week that I don't know if it's going to work well. It is called Haircuts with Andrew. All right, we've got our new segment, Haircut with Andrew, and so I need a volunteer. Does one of my children want to come and volunteer for this portion of the show right here today? And they just ran out of the room screaming, and my wife is hiding in the room as well. We are going to get back to the segment because I know there is someone out there who will let me give them a haircut. So maybe not this week, but at some point we're going to get back to Haircuts with Andrew. Since that's not going to happen today, apparently, we're going to move on right now to Words with Nelly. So take it away.
All right, quick guys, before Andrew stops me, I want to tell you my favorite story about when I went to Disneyland. All right, when I was like 8 years old, someone gave my family free passes to go to Disney. All right, so we're walking up, we're about to get on Space Mountain, and this lady comes up to us and says, "Hey, I got a fast pass, I'm leaving, do you want this fast pass?" My dad says, Yes, of course I'll take the fast pass. So 8-year-old me, my brother, my nephew Damien, and my dad walk up to Space Mountain. We're about to get on in the fast pass line. My dad hands the guy the fast pass ticket, and the guy goes, "Sir, this is only for one person." This is where the story gets really good.
All right, that's all the time right now we have for Words with Nelly, so we're just going to move on to that next section. One of the things we'd asked y'all for, and we've got some this week, is our Dance Challenge videos. So let's move into that next segment of Dance Challenge. Those are some great dances. In the comments on the side or the bottom here, wherever you're reading or looking at, put who you think's the winner there, all right? I may be a little bit biased since I'm in it, but put who you think the best dancer is and those moves. And if you got some moves, send them in to us next week and we will include them in there. So that's one thing there, but we also said, what are some other segments you would like to see? One of the times we came up with last time on our Hangout time was a fashion show, and some of you actually have done some video or some pictures that we're going to take a poll on now and see who's the best, most fashionable with their prom/formal wear. And so some of these are very nice. Some of them are more quarantine edition, if you want. So let's take a look at this segment of fashion show, formal prom wear. Those were some very unique outfits, some very nice outfits, but we appreciate you participating. And so you may be looking for something on your doorstep this week. You may be getting some prizes for participating, winning. We may not necessarily have a winner, but participating. We like people who participate here on Coronacation Congregation. So we are glad you did that. Next, we're going to tune into one of my favorite segments, That's in the Bible. Welcome to That's in the Bible. We're going to read today from 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 23 through 25. You may have heard this story, but it's still one of those shocking ones in the Bible. From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking up the path, some small boys came out of the city and jeered at him, chanting, "Go up, Baldy! Go up, Baldy!" He turned around, looked at them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 female bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the children. From there, Elisha went to Mount Carmel, and then he returned to Samaria. That's in the Bible? There is definitely some weird stuff in the Bible, but there's also some really great verses. And so we want to take just a moment this week to pause and reflect, to be still and know that God is God. And so we got a short video we want you to watch. And so it's only just a minute and a half, but take a moment and watch this video and think about some of the things it says in this video as we walk through this time.
In the quiet silence, there is an eternal conversation between Creator and creation. But we can hardly hear. It's the violence of sound, the breakneck speed of things. Has noise become our only defense? But we are drawn by a whisper that we might hear and retune the senses as he waits for our response.
Psalm 46:10 is one of my favorite Bible verses, and so hopefully that time we just watched the video was a good time for you to be still and know that He is God. As this time continues and we continue to still know that He is God, we will intentionally be still, that this is a time of social distancing, not spiritual distancing. So I hope that you continue to be still and know that He is God. So we're going to dive into next to one of my favorite segments of our time, Kid Interviews. Well, welcome back to Kid Interviews. We are here with Zoe Floyd. Is that your name? Is that correct?
Yes.
Very good. All right, Zoe Floyd is here, and Zoe's going to answer some questions for us. So, Zoe, what is your favorite color?
Rainbow.
Rainbow, is that a color?
Yes.
Okay, rainbow is now a color. How old are you, Zoe?
4.5.
4.5. You're a very tall 4.5-year-old, just like your brother. How'd you get so tall? How'd you get so tall?
Because I slept and I ate food.
Your mom and I would disagree on your sleeping patterns, but that's okay. All right, so you sleep and eat food. That's good for you. What is your favorite sports or activity after school that you get to do?
My favorite sport is basketball.
Oh, your favorite sport's basketball. Oh, I like that. I thought you would have said cheerleading or dance, since those are both the ones you do and you don't play basketball. But hey, that's okay. We're just here for this time of segment. I've got a great question for you. What is the wind speed of a swallow?
I don't know.
Me neither. All right, so one last question, most important question we're going to get asked. Who is your favorite, mommy or daddy?
Daddy.
Oh, that's my sweetheart right there. Oh, get a hug too. Thank you for joining us for Kid Interviews. Zoe, thank you for being part of our Kid Interviews. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
That's it for Kid Interviews. Well, we are going to head back to Words with Nelly. I think he's going to be able to finish his story this time, hopefully, if he can speed it up just a little bit. So, back to Words with Nelly.
My dad turns around, takes that fast pass and rips it up into 4 pieces, turns back around and hands it to the guy. And the guy goes, "All right, sir, I'm going to let you on through. So, I just need you to know, if you're ever in line at Disney World and you want 4 fast passes instead of 1, you rip that sucker up and you hand him 4 pieces. Life will be good then." That's my favorite Disneyland story.
All right, that was a great story time, Words with Nellie. So we got a few announcements though before we finish up our time together. Just want some things I want you to be aware about, know that are going on. We finished our bold study past couple weeks. It's been a great study. I thought it was a really great finish with being bold prayer. A lot of great things there. So we're going to start a new study over the next couple weeks. We'll see how far we get into it. Maybe the whole thing. We'll see. We're going to do a study called Control. It is by D.A. Horton. You can again find that study on Right Now Media. We want you to watch that sometime before Wednesday, and then we have our middle school Zoom meeting from 6:30 to 7:30 on Wednesday night, and high school Zoom meeting from 8 to 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. And so watch that Control Bible study. It's about 20 minutes each lesson, but it's a great time of stories, other students telling their testimonies, telling what's going on in their lives, and just a biblical application. So watch that video. We'll discuss it during our Zoom time, have some games, have some fun, some prayer time, but encourage you to be a part of that. Also, want you to know we're going to be doing a new Bible reading plan. So if you follow along with the YouVersion Bible app, we're going to start a plan this week. I think it's 15 days. It's called Asterisk Subject to Change. Very applicable to what we're going on right now, and very important part of this and everything. And so that's an opportunity. And then also just want to remind you, before Wednesday at noon is the end of our For DeLand sale for t-shirts. So if you haven't got those, go to fordeland.org. You can buy your t-shirts there. Great way to support our community. All those proceeds go to the neighborhood center of West Volusia here in DeLand, helping people doing a great job in our town right now. So that's a lot of things going on, but we are glad you're here today for Coronacation Congregation. We want you to join us right after this. If you're watching the premiere, we're going to be jumping on Zoom. There is a link right in the description there. Make sure you put your real name in the waiting room, and we will make sure you get in. If we know who you are, if not, text me or Nelson. We'll change your name and get it right there. So just a time to hang out, spend some time together. But thanks for being here for Corona Congregation. We got some blooper videos we're going to show you on the way out here, and then we will see you over in the Zoom Hangouts. Talk to you later. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Quiet on the set. Natalie.
What?
You're up. Let's go.
For what?
Haircuts with Andrew.
Not happening.
Come on.
Not happening.
Natalie really wants me to cut her hair. Zach and Zoe. Haircuts with Andrew. Why won't anybody let me cut their hair? Welcome to That's in the Bible. I need a Bible for this segment.
Welcome to Kid Interview. Kid Interview. Welcome to Kid Interview.
Do you know any questions you're supposed to ask?
No. I know some. What's your favorite color? Red. What's your most favorite food? Watermelon. What's your favorite person? Mommy. Okay, let's try it again. Who's your favorite person? Mommy. Let's try something else then. Who's your favorite person? Mommy. Say now, Daddy. Mommy. Okay, that's it. What's your second favorite color? Gold. What's your third favorite color? Okay. Yellow. What's your most favorite color of the rainbow? Red. What's your second favorite color of the rainbow? Yellow.
Spiritual.